Hi, my name's Lucas, and I'm 23 years old. Before I start narrating my story, don't forget to show your support by subscribing to the channel. Ever since I was a kid, I used to stutter while speaking. It wasn't that serious in the beginning, and I did try a lot of things to fix it, but nothing worked. Over the years, it got serious, and I started stuttering all the time. It was really embarrassing, and sometimes people made fun of me, but I got used to it over time. As long as it wasn't harmful for me, I could ignore it. After I got into college, I noticed that everyone was especially kind to me. They were considerate of my situation and always did their best to make me feel comfortable. It was in college that I met Clary. She was a classmate. I had never really talked to her before, but I knew that she was pretty famous. She was an Instagram influencer, and everyone in my class looked up to her. One day, she approached me to ask for some help in an assignment. It was completely out of the blue and surprised me, but I still helped her. That was how we started talking and hanging out. She would often take me out for lunch and dinners. And I often helped her with various projects and assignments. We became really good friends over the course of a few weeks, or that's what I thought. I realized that I really liked her. She was smart and funny, and I liked spending time with her. The most important thing was that she treated me nicely. There's nothing more I could ask for. That's why I decided to confess my feelings one day. I was really nervous and totally prepared for a rejection. I mean, she was nice and all, but I wasn't sure if she liked me, but her answer took me by surprise. She said that she liked me too, and agreed to go on a date with me. Really? I asked in shock. I mean, I am finding this hard to believe. She laughed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this date. We're going to have so much fun, you'll see. Clary chose her favorite restaurant for our date, and reserved a private booth for us. I was seriously an idiot to get all excited and happy about this date. If only I knew what was waiting for me. As soon as we took our seats, Clary took out her phone and started an Instagram live. Wait, what are you doing? I exclaimed. She shrugged. Keeping my followers updated. You don't mind, right? No, but we're on a date, I said meekly. How can we... What? Are you worried? Or are you embarrassed? She smirked. I frowned. What do you mean? Man, besides your annoying stuttering problem, you're slow too, she said irritably. I mean, exactly what I said. Don't make me repeat myself. I was seriously so confused at the moment. It was like Clary had transformed into a different person all of a sudden. She'd never been rude like this before. Still, I tried to convince myself. Maybe she was being like this in front of her followers. I'm sorry if I offended you, I said. I'm just not comfortable like this. Deal with it, she said in a mimicking voice, and then burst out into laughter. Whoa! The reactions are insane! She exclaimed, glancing at her phone. I knew it. You're not completely useless. You can keep people entertained after all. Are you making fun of me? I asked her in disbelief in front of all of your followers? No, she made a face. I'm just showing them what an amazing guy you are. I had never felt this humiliated in my life before. Is this why she agreed to go on a date with me? Her plan was to ridicule me in front of her fans and followers. I should have known something was wrong the moment she said yes. I got my hopes high just to suffer from this humiliating experience. I got up from my seat. You should have just rejected me in the first place, instead of going this far, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. Oh yeah? She laughed. Then let me do it now. I don't date losers like you. Forget about liking you. I was just keeping you around for my entertainment. Seriously, this was too much. I got out of there without saying another word. I was a bit drunk and had to call a cab. It took everything in me to not break down before I got home. As soon as I was home, I cursed myself for getting tangled up with a girl like Clary. Who would have thought that she was actually a devil beneath that angel-like appearance? I felt like an idiot for getting fooled by her. I stumbled in my steps and fell to the couch. The drink I had was definitely having an effect on me. Combined with all the events that happened, I felt like I needed to get everything out in some form. I took out my guitar and started playing it mindlessly. And gradually, I started singing the lyrics to an unfamiliar song. A song that I composed on spot. You can guess what it was about. Everything that Clary had put me through, and how I felt about it. It actually felt good to be able to express my feelings like this. And you know what else was surprising? I was not stammering while singing. Yeah, I don't know how that was possible, but I was able to sing the song smoothly, without stuttering even once. I quickly jotted down the lyrics on a paper and kept singing the whole night. It was ironic how I was able to overcome the cause of my humiliation while singing about it. Suddenly, I had an idea. I recorded a video of me singing the song that I had composed and uploaded it on TikTok. I just wanted the satisfaction of people seeing that the person they had ridiculed could sing perfectly. I wasn't expecting many people to see it, so imagine my surprise when I woke up the next day to discover that the video had gone viral. And funnily enough, it happened on the same day when I had become a hot topic for stuttering. Many people who had laughed at me were now feeling sorry. And my new fans were really mad at the treatment that I had received. I had become famous to the extent that people started recognizing me on streets. This was not what I had in mind when I uploaded that video. I was just trying to prove a point. But wow, I wasn't complaining. The best thing was that I could fix my problem with some practice. I had found a new method. After practicing regularly for a few days through the combination of speaking and singing, I was able to start talking without stuttering. Things were going good for me, and this was probably the happiest I'd ever been. However, my mood was ruined when Clary came to talk to me one day. I know that I don't deserve to say this, but I'm really sorry, she started. That was really immature of me. Many of my followers have left me, and people have been giving me a hard time. Is that all? I asked coldly. I'm a bit busy. Her eyes widened. No, wait! I mean, please listen to me. I'm really sorry, Lucas. If you give me a second chance, I'll fix my mistake. What do you mean, second chance? I raised an eyebrow. She hesitated a bit. Would you like to go on a date with me? Wow, she really had some nerves. I crossed my arms over my chest. I'll give you the answer if you start an Instagram Live right now, I said. Huh? What? She asked in confusion. Start a live. Wouldn't your fans love to get updates? I mocked. Sure, she replied nervously and started a live. Now, give me a public apology, I said. Her eyes literally popped out of their sockets. What? You heard me. Apologize first. Then I'll think about the date. She released a breath. Fine, Lucas. I'm really sorry for what I did that day. I regret my actions and would like a second chance. Would you go out with me again? I swear I'll make it up to you. What do your fans say? I asked, glancing at her screen. Almost everyone was against it. There were a few who wanted me to go out with her. I shook my head and smiled. Looks like the majority doesn't agree. Hey, this is not a way to decide such things, she protested. Why? If you can start a live and make fun of me during a date for the entertainment of your so-called fans, then why can't I do the same? I'm just asking for their opinion. And to be honest, this was just for show. Do you think I would go out with someone like you again? I know people like you. Just because I'm a bit popular now, you're suddenly sorry? What did you say that day? You don't go out with losers like me, right? Lucas, please, I didn't mean it, she pleaded. But you still did it. Just like you, I have preferences too. I don't go out with rude, arrogant, and immature people like you who feel the need to laugh at others' weaknesses. I'll forgive you, but I can never forget what you did. Have fun with your followers. I'm leaving.